In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 14, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Charlotte Hornets. Cleveland and Charlotte will meet for the second time in 3 days when they square off on Tuesday night. The Cavaliers have won 4 of their previous 5 games, including a 114-108 win at Charlotte when these teams met on Sunday. Charlotte has lost 5 of its last 7 games and is getting set for the 3rd game of a 5-game homestand. Looking at the betting trends, the Cavaliers are 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 games against a team with a losing record, 1-6-1 against the spread in their last 8 road games against a team with a losing home record, and 9-4 against the spread in their last 13 games following an against the spread loss. The Hornets are 0-6 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team above .600, and 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team with a winning record. Head-to-head, the under is 6-2 in the last 8 meetings in Charlotte, and the Cavaliers are 8-3 against the spread in the last 11 meetings in Charlotte. The Cleveland Cavaliers could be shorthanded again, as Jarrett Allen is listed as day-to-day, while the Hornets are still missing LaMelo Ball, and they are keeping eyes on Kelly Oubre Jr. and Mark Williams, who are both day-to-day. The Cavaliers come into this game as the team in better form, and they will obviously be confident after beating the Hornets on Sunday. Lots of points for a road team, and you have to be concerned how motivated the Cleveland Cavaliers are to lay the wood here. However, the Charlotte Hornets have been a mess all year, and they're 13-19-1 against the spread at home. The Hornets are also 12-15-1 against the spread when underdogs of 7.5 or more points. It's always tough to beat the same team twice in a row in their own building, but the Hornets are much weaker without Ball in the lineup, and I believe that we're going to see a similar result in this one, with the Cavaliers winning again. The Hornets aren't worth much of a look these days, so the Cleveland Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Charlotte continues to cash the under at a torrid pace without its leading scorer and passer on the floor. Ball means more to the Hornets' offense than any player in the league, and they have simply been unable to sustain runs throughout the game without him on the court. They have gone under in 9 of their last 11 games, including 6 of their last 7 against Eastern Conference opponents. Cleveland's top-ranked defense ended up being the difference on Sunday night, and I expect the Hornets to go through another drought at some point on Tuesday night. Meanwhile, the Cavaliers have the slowest tempo in the NBA and are known for scoring droughts of their own. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Pistons versus Washington Wizards. The Washington Wizards hope to snap a 3-game losing streak Tuesday when they host the Detroit Pistons. The Wizards are 31-37 on the season, while the Pistons have the worst record in the NBA. Washington is 2-0 against Detroit this season, eking out a 119-117 win at Detroit last week in their latest matchup. Looking at the betting trends, the Pistons are 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games playing on 0 days rest, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Wizards are 11-5 against the spread in their last 16 games against a team with a losing record, 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team below .400, and 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 15-5-2 in the last 22 meetings in Washington, and the Pistons are 1-8 against the spread in the last 9 meetings in Washington. To the surprise of many, Detroit was able to end an 11-game losing streak last night as they beat the injury-decimated Indiana Pacers by 20 points at home. They're looking to end another long losing streak tonight as they hit the road and travel to Washington for a date against the Wizards. They've lost 7 in a row head-to-head and their last 15 road games in Washington, so it's no surprise the Pistons are 11.5-point underdogs here. We've seen some crazy results in the NBA since March started, so even a Pistons win shouldn't be ruled out here. The last meeting was decided by 2 points a week ago in Detroit. Since that win over the Pistons a week ago, Washington has proceeded to lose 3 games in a row, which has them 11th in the East standings now. The Bulls, who are in 10th, are just a half game in front, so a win here would be massive. In order for that to happen, though, Kristaps Porzingis will have to pick up his play after scoring just 9 points in the loss at Philadelphia. A total of 3 players are on the injury report for the Wizards. Kyle Kuzma and Johnny Davis are game-time decisions, while Taj Gibson has been ruled out with an illness. Washington has just 1 win in 5 home games. They've also covered the spread only once in their last 6 overall. The Washington Wizards should be favored as they're the better team at home with the rest advantage, but this line feels a bit too steep. The Washington Wizards are in no position to be double-digit favorites against anyone, especially when they lose at home by an average of 1 point. This will be just the second time this season the Wizards are double-digit favorites. No thank you. The first 2 weeks of March have been full of surprises. Just last night we had the Houston Rockets beating the Boston Celtics. I'm not sure if Detroit can win here, but let's hope they can at least keep it at a reasonable margin if they lose. Give me the free points. So the Detroit Pistons to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. These 2 teams played last Monday and the score was 119-117 in a Wizards win. The game went well past the total, mainly because Detroit is terrible at defense, but also because Detroit still had Bagley and Ivy on the floor, 2 decent scorers. Both of those players are now out and Detroit will be extremely challenged to score with the team it rolls out there on Tuesday. Plus they are playing a back-to-back, having played Monday night, and after traveling to Washington, D.C., they will probably be sluggish, all of which will keep the score below the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Denver Nuggets versus Toronto Raptors. Denver will try to snap its 3-game losing streak when it travels to Toronto on Tuesday night. The Nuggets are still sitting atop the Western Conference standings, but they have seen their lead shrink to 5 games. Toronto wrapped up a 5-game road trip with 3 straight losses, and it is getting set for its first game since last Friday. Looking at the betting trends, the Nuggets are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games playing on 1 day's rest, and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. The Raptors are 9-3 against the spread in their last 12 home games, 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team with a winning record, and 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games against a team above .600. Head-to-head, the over is 8-2 in the last 10 meetings in Toronto. The Nuggets are 11-4 against the spread in the last 15 meetings overall, and the Nuggets are 8-2 against the spread in the last 10 meetings in Toronto. The Nuggets have gone cold with 3 straight losses, but you can't point the finger of blame at Jokic, who is coming off yet another massive triple-double for his team. The Raptors are in similar form, and they are a solid 9-3 against the spread in their last 12 home games, but the Nuggets have dominated this matchup as they are 8-2 against the spread in the last 10 meetings in Toronto. This line is telling us the Denver Nuggets may be very undermanned for this contest. Still, I'm not backing the Raptors in the favorite role against good teams. The Raptors have underachieved all year, and they're losing their last 5 games by an average of 5 points. This will be just the 15th time the Nuggets are underdogs this season, so the Denver Nuggets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. These teams prefer playing at a slower pace than most teams in the NBA, but that has not stopped them from playing high-scoring games in recent years. They have gone over in 6 of their last 7 head-to-head matchups. Denver has gone over in 5 of its last 7 games this season, while Toronto has gone over in 4 of its last 5 games. The Nuggets have one of the top offensive weapons in the NBA in Jokic, while Toronto is capable of getting hot from the perimeter. Both teams should be relatively rested, giving them fresh legs to get out in transition. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.